Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video I'm going to show you how to download and install Git on in Windows 11. So before downloading Git, let's check whether we have already Git installed in our machine. For that, open the CMD or command line. And write CMD, or you can search here CMD, and the command line will open. Here we write git. It says git is not recognized, so we don't have git installed in our machine. So what basically git is the most popular version control system. It's used by almost all tech companies and software engineers. So what do we mean by version control system? Basically it records the changes made to our code or software over time. We can track the changes in our software development, who made the changes and what time, and if we made a mistake in our software development process, we can revert back to the previous version. So basically it records the different versions of our system. If we didn't have Git, so we would have do it manually by taking copies of our project over the time and manually merge that, and also it would be difficult to work in a group and do everything manually. So Git is a nice tool for the software developers to work as a team and share codes and merge codes together. So let's go and download Git. So we are going to open our browser, and here we are going to write Git. So open this git.scm.com, and here we can see the latest version of Git. As of now we have 2.39.0. so since I'm using Windows, it automatically detects that I have a Windows operating system, and it says download for Windows. So I'm going to click this one. It's going to download the Git for us. So here we are going to use our select our operating system. Since I'm using 64-bit, I'm going to download the 64-bit version of the Git. So the download has started. Once it is finished, I'm going to click on the .exe file to start the installation process. As we can see, it is a 50 MBs file, so it's going to take a little while to download. So our download is finished. I'm going to click on executable file. Yes, it's going to start the installation process. So I'm going to click next. This is going to be the location where the Git will be installed in our computer. If you guys if you guys want to change the location, so you can click on browse and select a different folder. I'm going to leave it as default. I'm not going to change the default settings. So everything is next, so we are not going to touch the defaults settings. So here we can use the editor. So I would like to select Visual Studio Code as our default editor. If you guys don't have Visual Studio Code, you can select Notepad or leave it as default, Notepad++. So I'm going to use Visual Studio Code. Next, this is let Git decide. So when we make our first repository, the main branch is going to be named master. If we want to change that, the main branch, we can select here and give it a main or another branch. So I'm gonna leave it as default. So this is going to be default as well. Next, install. So it's going to install Git on our machine. Okay, so launch git bash. So what is git bash? Git bash is it's a software for Windows. It provides a bash emulation used to run Git from command line. We have Git GUIs to interact with Git. We have some GUI applications to work with Git using graphical interfaces. But right now we are going to use Git bash, which is a command line to interact with Git. So let's write Git here. We can see that this Git command is recognized. If we write Git version, so we can see that we have the Git version 2.39.0 Windows version of Git. So next we are going to set our global username and email configuration. For that we are going to write git config -- global user dot name, and we put our username or our name inside the double quotation. So I'm going to write my name and enter. Then we are going to configure our email. We write git config -- global user.email, and inside the double quote we provide our email address. Our Git is configured in our Windows machine. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.